Hey everyone, it is CJ.
And Fed.
So we back. We want to talk about. We never talked about our kids and having a relationship with people, and they have children boundaries and how you maneuver other people's kids and how you handle other people's kids in a relationship. So and we outside today.
We outside.
Okay. So this this is something that's hard to deal with when you're dealing with somebody who have children. How do you engage with them? How do you set boundaries with them? You know what I mean? Especially when you have another parent that's the primary parent or the other parent,
Custodian.
custodial parent, and the other parent outside of the home, making sure that you don't violate their rules and regulations and not overstep. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Yep.
So what's going on?
So for me, because Carla hasn't been in that situation, I have.
You see, I was struggling, child.
Yeah, it's well, for instance, you know, my girlfriend, she has two ones in college, and she has a younger one, 8, and it's. I love the little girl. Don't get me wrong. I think she's funny, but when you're in a relationship and when you're dealing with the lack of communication in general, I'm not saying just within my relationship, but when you're dealing with the lack of communication between the two parents, the biological parents, and you want to be opinionated and supportive of your partner, is that a violation? It can be, because you don't want to say too much, you don't want to say too little. At one point, my girlfriend had said that I nitpick. Well, I don't think I nitpick. 9 years, excuse me, I'm 9 years older than her, and it's just certain things that I have seen in my time. And one thing that I had said, that next time getting in a relationship, is that I didn't want to deal with anybody with any children, because my last relationship, I dealt with it and it wasn't the way to my liking, and I didn't deal with things the right way. As opposed to this time around, I am. I was drinking in that previous relationship. This relationship, I'm not. So I'm seeing everything with a sober mind, which is even better, because I'm not blurting out very nasty things that I had did in the past.
Well, that's a good thing.
You know, like, as far as I ain't got to deal with your effing kid, and that mother F ain't getting nothing from me. No. This time around, we communicate. So my concerns, it's always concerns, and she knows that that I have. Especially like if she doesn't like what's going on with her child, or with the father or something. I see that she's upset. We talk about it. I don't really address my opinion too much, because like I say to her, I'm going to support you regardless, but y'all have to talk about that. So I'm learning myself. Now, you do have situations as to where, what if the child doesn't like you, or the children don't like you? How do you deal with that?
Right.
And then you got your other partner trying to tell you, no, it's not you. That's how they act around everybody. And I'm not talking about my situation. I'm just talking about in general everybody. So
not to cut you off, but when I'm thinking about like stepkids, I'm thinking like, as the step parent, a lot of times you will feel like you're the outsider. You know what I mean? You're doing everything that the parent does. You're providing for the child. You make sure the child's safe. You know what I mean? You pick the kid up from school. You drop them off from school. You provide them dinner. You cook them for them. You take them out. But you still don't feel like you're a part of it. And a lot of times with kids, especially depending on their age, they can be very manipulative and be passive aggressive. And they will go out their way to make you feel like you don't belong. You know what I'm saying? And so it's a hard place for the primary parent, because they're trying to maintain a relationship, but they're also trying to manage their child and how that child is acting, and trying to protect the child's feelings and protect their partner's feelings at the same time. It just seems like it's a very hard thing to maneuver. It takes a lot of patience for the step parent to be able to, establish some kind of relationship. But a lot of times, the kids do make it hard, and it's so many. Everybody wants you to be understanding of the child. It's just a child. You know what I mean? That's what they keep saying. It's a child. It's a child. It's a child. But the thing is that still, you can still be made to feel a certain type of way, and then it's kind of like discouraging. It makes you not even want to be a part of the child, or or be of any kind of support to the child because of the child's behavior. You know what I mean? Like when it's a primary parent you're doing that to, you got to be there. It's your child. But when you're a step parent, it make you not want to really be involved with the kid when they start acting like that. I don't know. That's just, I had to put that in there.
No, I think you half of America would agree with you on that.
Because I've been a step kid before, and I know I've been very difficult with my
Yeah.
stepfathers before.
Mhm.
I know that, I felt like this is my position. I belong here. This is my mom. You're new, and I'm gonna make you go through it. You know what I mean? And sometimes it will be very passive aggressive. Sometimes it would be my mom would go away, like she wouldn't be in a eyes view of me, and I would do stuff to irritate that person, and then act like I ain't do nothing. I would do stuff to agitate and create problems when I was a kid. I remember doing that kind of stuff, so I can only imagine being on the other end. I've never been on the other end of that situation, but I could just imagine somebody who is.
Help us out, anybody that are out there co-parenting and that are step parents. How do you feel about this? It's a touch and go situation because you don't want to offend anybody, but
Right.
again, it's just your opinion.
Yeah.
Unless you're living in it, I know some people that are in a very difficult situation. Excuse me,
Mhm.
and it's hard for them as much as they love their partner, but it's what they're going to tolerate.
Right.
Me, for an example, I talk about little mamas all the time with me and her mom, because I have concerns and I want to be the supportive partner,
Mhm.
but I do not overstep my boundaries.
Right.
Lesson learned. I know
Mhm.
what to say and what not to say
Right.
for the most part, and she's very receptive of what I say to her.
Mhm.
But again, us coming in, we also have to remember the step parents that we can go. The child isn't going anywhere.
Right.
So you always have to be mindful of that
Mhm.
as well.
And sometimes a parent has to make that decision that if it gets to be too bad in a relationship, they might have to remove themselves and the child from the situation if it's never going to if it's never going to be a mended situation. You know what I mean? Like I remember like when I was in a relationship and then I had a young child. I don't know. I felt like the partnership that I had, it was just a good fit. I don't remember her going through any real ups and downs. I remember in the very beginning, I know that my child didn't want her around. She felt like she was taking her mom from her. She wanted her gone. You know what I mean? But once we got acclimated to things, it was a great fit because you need two people to bounce things off with a child because children can be exhausting. You know what I mean? Sometimes other people have different techniques. They have more patience. You know what I mean? So you need that team to help you with your children. So it ended up working out. But initially, it probably gave her a little run for her money. But thank goodness she was patient and she understood and she worked with her. But you have to have that type of partner that is understanding. You know what I mean? I think that when you're at this age that we are now, like you said, your partner is younger than you, so you're dealing with a younger child. We're at an age in our life where we don't really be wanting to deal with no little kids in that way. So your parenting and your style is going to be different, also because you're a different generation
Yeah.
than she is. And these other parents are more like they're into this gentle parenting now. You know what I mean? We weren't into that gentle parenting. We wasn't raised under that. So that could be also another issue.
Well, as my grandmother used to say, spare the rod, spoil the child. Um, Not to get off the subject because it still has to do with children. I was talking to my cousin up top, and because touching based on basically how you can discipline your children or whatever, and she had a young man in the house, and yeah, she dips off the young my little cousin dips off to Newark, and her mother told me, she said, I beat her, and I beat her to the white meat,
Okay.
and I didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
That's my baby. You understand what I'm saying? So it's little things like that
But
that
that's
you
the white meat, though.
to the white meat. Yeah, she did. You 13-year-old, you got this little young man in the house, and then you dip off to Newark. You 13 years old.
Oh yeah. Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Now.
So
Makes sense.
it's a lot with that, and her partner had something to say about that as well. Like, you didn't have to hit her like that. I needed to, hey, boundaries.
Mhm.
So there's times that I hear my girl getting on little one, and it's like, ooh, should I go out there and save her? And then it's the other side of me like, nope, mind the business that
Yeah,
pays you.
you gotta
So
stay in
you
your
gotta
lane.
stay in your
You gotta
lane.
stay in your lane because then also the kid can manipulate that situation too. You know what I mean? They start playing games with bad cop, good cop type of situation. You know what I mean? They play, and then have next thing you know, y'all arguing with each other.
And then and that's the positive side about this is that me and my girl, we don't argue as far as when it comes to her daughter. We don't. That's the good thing about it. She listens and takes it with a great assault. Same thing here with me. She reassures me, like, babe, it's
That's
not
good.
you. It's
That's
not
good.
you. That's just how she is. But of course, us not being blood related, us step parents, that's how we're always going to feel because
Mhm.
we have children. And mine, as I was telling my sis here, Elijah never,
Mm-hmm.
ever disrespected anybody that I was with.
Right.
Ever.
Because at some point, if it becomes bad with the stepchild, it makes you not want to come home. You know what I mean? And I never wanted to be in that situation where, and that's one of the reasons why I wouldn't want to date anybody with somebody young, a younger child that lives in the house as the primary parent, because I don't want to put money into a household and not want to be there because of a child, and I can see that happening because I know being a parent myself. There's been times where I'm like, I don't want to deal with this person. He's my child, but I don't want to deal with it. It makes your home miserable when you're dealing with a situation that is can get out of control. You know what I mean? Or child is not an easy child to raise. You know what I mean? Children make it hard. Children are exhausted. I mean, there is benefits to having a child, of course. You know, loving child. You're watching this child grow. You're doing everything you can to mold that child and help them be who they're going to be and pour into them. But also, this shit is hard too. Now we ain't gonna act like being a step parent is easy and the child is gonna make our life easy. They don't not all the time.
And part of it also is it's not so much what they have to realize is that your mom and your dad isn't going anywhere. They're forever.
Mm-hmm.
We're the maybes.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be treated
And that's why they
accordingly.
treat you like that because
Yeah,
they
exactly.
know you the maid.
Yeah,
Like
like
if you don't like them or they don't like that you're not going along with their agenda, then they gonna try to get you up out of there because they know you a maid.
in every possible way. Kids are different. They're strange and they're smart. These kids is very I'm telling you, this generation is just. I don't know how many words I can put it in. Well, I can put it this way. I'm glad mine is an adult
Mm-hmm.
because I'm learning again all over. But it's just I really believe that the social media is really taking over these kids' mind. It's to the fact they want to act like these kids on social media, and it's like. My sister has a saying, you want to act like one of them Walmart kids. So, when they be in Walmart acting up and you see the other parents pulling them and and
Mm-hmm.
pinching them and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I'm learning, but
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I feel bad for my shorty because it's like, boy, if it was me, bing, but it's not me. So it's not me. So but she's a delightful little kid, but it's just again it's hard, and this is a very good topic to talk about, and we do expect your feedback, people,
Mm-hmm.
because it's important.
Right.
It's very important. You know, it is what it is,
It is what it is, child. So that's where we at with that, children.
and it's called growing pains.
It is. So hopefully you guys like this segment.
Yeah, and I don't know. I was just telling C, y'all like it. You take the chance, and you're up on TikTok, and you're out on Instagram, you're on Facebook. What's wrong with you hopping over to our little page real fast and just watching the video? We had 24 views.
Yeah,
Come
but
on
that one was
now.
7 though.
Yeah,
going
we
back.
was up. Hey,
I think we gotta get back into the juicy topics.
yeah, we got to get back
Yeah.
into juicy topics. But see, I can't be overbearing because I'm in a relationship now. So you're not gonna really hear a lot of my juicy stuff
Right,
back in
and
the
I
day.
can't really clown her like I used to either. Because
She'll
then I
find a
don't
way,
want
I'm
her
sure.
To get jammed up at the house, you feel me?
Say-
Because it's our banter, but in a new relationship, her significant other doesn't know our banter. You know what I mean? So it's just shade, but it's really just us being who we are.
Yeah, we are. I told her, I said, you never know what is bound to come out of our mouths.
Right.
And so this is one of the reasons why it dropped down to two of us, because our other partner, we had to be very centered of what we talked about.
Right.
And that was
Because
boring.
It's relationships, and our relationships go back so far to 1984. Nick was later than that, but the thing is
She
that
came in like 98, 99.
really not that late. No. Maybe 89, 99.
No,
Yes.
I didn't meet Nikki to high school, Carla.
Yeah, why you say 99? Bitch, you
Oh,
bugging.
yeah. Well, maybe.
Anywho, she don't.
It
know
feels
how
like
old she is
99.
that time. But anyway, around 91 maybe. Let's say 91. The thing is that a lot of times when we go back and forth, you don't know if this shit.
93.
You don't know if this shit is from 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, because we have so much history between us, so much material and reference. A lot of times if I say something, it don't mean that this shit just happened 2 weeks ago. This shit could have happened fucking 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, but in order to be respectful and mindful, because like I said, I can say anything. I have a very slick mouth. Just trying to control that. So the conversation is a little on the dry side right now.
Yeah, we're sorry, but not sorry.
But if you guys, we want you guys to enjoy these videos and give us a little insight and a little recommendation on what y'all want to hear from us.
Because you know what? Years down the line, y'all gonna watch this and be like, you know what? They had something right there. That's what's up. They went to school together. They grew up together. All that. Still fly as adults or whatever. And look at that. They did a little show just for memory, so y'all can share it with y'all children. You're like, yo, we went to school with them, like Beavis and Butthead.
Right.
Who are you, Beavis or Butthead?
I don't know.
You be Beavis, I'm
Okay,
Butthead.
that's cool.
And she probably don't even know what I'm talking
I
about.
do. The yellow hair and the brown hair on
Yeah.
the used to be on the MTV.
Beavis.
Look, I sound like an old lady. It used to be on the MTV.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
anyway, we just wanted to, do a video shout out, and we do this for fun, for us to record for our own self. We go back and watch this
Yep,
shit.
sure
just to
do.
see. And because like when you have these ideas and you're in a certain period of life, things change. So sometimes I go back and look at the videos and I'm like, dang, I don't even think like how I used to think. You know what I mean? I've grown a little bit since the last time, just like how you have grown
Yeah.
from who you used to be, a player in them streets and all that kind of stuff. Now you're in a relationship, now you're
Shade.
being a step parent to a
Shade.
8-year-old.
You just
know what I
couldn't
mean?
resist, could
Things
you?
Change and we evolve. You feel me? So that's what this is about for us. So I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day. It's beautiful outside.
Yeah,
And,
enjoy it.
If you see me looking over to the left, these flies and bees and shit out here, and I ain't realized that when I had made this decision. So I look crazy. I ain't drinking. This is all water. But I was caught up and distracted by some bullshit going on over here to the side. All right. Well, it's nice. Look, I'm about to say it's nice seeing you.
Yeah, right.
All love. Peace.